I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I had to step away for a moment. And we are here in a match with Anthony ABISADO and MOLINA ORTIZ, race to 7 at the Silver Star Saloon for the Vancouver Open. Clearly, MOLINA is in a little bit of a dilemma here. I'm confident she can hit that 2 ball, but what it's going to do and where she's going to go with it, this is, as we see, a little bit random, but didn't give up on hand. Anthony is a player I've not seen before, so this will be a learning experience for me. He's got his hat on backwards, ready to MacGyver his way out of this 2-ball situation. This is a good containment safe. I'm confident MOLINA will thin this and get the cue ball back up to the other end of the table. Maybe can get behind that 5 if she thins it right. Opted for the 9-ball speed. Well, I can't see the angles perfectly well, but right, we can see here that you might be able to thin the 2. I think it's risky business with that side corner pocket, the lower right. So yeah, it looks like he's going to do the 2 rail, which is much safer for the cue ball pathway. The roll of the dice didn't work out in his favor there. But this is not an easy out for sure. MOLINA has her work cut out for her. She's definitely respecting this layout, spending her time contemplating. She kind of knew, I'm sure she knew that 2-ball was going to flow by. She didn't know exactly where. And now she's got to, I don't know if she can get by that 9. I think it's a safety here. Not as much. Both players are calibrating to the table. She's clearly calibrating her speed there. It's not what she wanted to get farther down to that foot rail. He might actually be trying the combo here. I can't see if he's called it. Again, if you're just joining us, they are early 10s, so I'm not sure if he called this, but it looks like, oh, he's going for the 2 in the side. Okay. Well, I think the issue here, quickly assessing it, and MOLINA is recognizing she's far better than me. But this is definitely within her wheelhouse to run out here. It's just being able to get on that 7-ball. or the lower left corner or the side, left side. So she'll want to take a leave here where she has a left cut for the 5 to the upper right corner, sending the cue ball to the left long rail and back down to the center of the table for either the side. She got a little straight here. I don't know, maybe that 7 does go by the 8 into the corner, and that's why she chose to get straight. She can just draw back for it. And that would be ideal. If it goes by me, clearly that's the way to go. And there it is. So at this point, it's just top shot, maybe a little draw back for the 9, but not too much, so you don't get in the wrong side of the 9. And then follow over for the 10 in the corner. And for her, this is like tic-tac-toe. MOLINA is clearly one of the great players in the Pacific Northwest, and dare I say, one of the very best female players, if not the best. Just an update on table 2, Iris Wang and Dylan Eppenstein. Iris is up 7-6, and that's quite a battle going on over there with up-and-comer Iris Wang. Solid break. Anthony, that's what Anthony needs right now. Great break. Cue ball. Pop break. Left in the middle of the table. Great eyes on the 1. Got one cluster he pointed at right there. We all recognize immediately there's the issue. But it looks like that 6 ball definitely goes. So it's just besides that, I guess the issue here is what? Getting to from the 4 to the 5. If he can get the cue ball out to where the 1 ball is, after he makes the 2, brings out the cue ball out to the 1, where the 1 is or was after it's gone, he'll have a cut shot on the 4 that can bring him around a couple rails for that 5. Got low side of the 5, so it's not really a pocketable ball anymore. So of course you can make a ball anywhere. It's just really low position. So now he's gonna, I think that's perfect actually, because we were saying earlier, want to go 2 rails here, back out for the 5 over here. The 5 to end up around here somewhere and get the angle, bounce back out for this 6 ball. I don't think he calculated that rub on the 10. So this is bankable. It's a closer all bank. It's goes in the corner or the side. Corner, probably the better bet. Does the side, he's going to have too much spin. It's going to come 3 rails down here past the 6 in the corner. They'd have to then shoot the 6 back up in the upper right. So this is, the corner is the correct bank, close roll bank. This is about a half a tip outside of a half ball. And that was not a half a tip outside a half ball. So, but a good containment shot. I mean, it's a two-way shot, right? So he's playing his odds well. The speed was perfect. Didn't sell out. I'd be interested here to see what MOLINA is going to do. And she played it like a pro. She played her odds, which is a safe, rather than try to go for that cut. Although, I wouldn't be, she's probably on a cut like that above 50%. I don't know where, but she's probably does them a lot and is above 50%. Even still, she decided to go for the safe. That shows, patience and professionalism in the game of pool. This is a tough shot, to do a stop shot, get safe here. Got to go forward, I think, to get behind. This is not going to get safe if he slow rolls it. Yeah. That might actually go in the side pocket. It's hard to see from here. I wish my buddy, my co-commentator, was back sitting over in that corner. He could see it from there. But apparently it goes. She's calling it. Or so in 10 ball, you always call your pockets whether they go or not, right? It goes. I believe that is a cut that will go in the upper left corner. Cue ball would ping pong back and forth a little bit, depending where it lands, and still have another shot in the 7 in that same corner. I don't know if she has enough piece of it to really play a safe deliberately behind that 10. But it's definitely a two-way shot in any event. You might as well go for the corner. And it will ping pong back and forth. And if just a little spin, it'll bring it down somewhere on the lower rail here, the lower short rail. Again, the problem with some of those kind of shots is that what if you make it? Well, then you might be hooking yourself on the 7. These are the kind of thoughts that go through my mind when playing, and I imagine other players when they're calculating out their percentages. What an incredible speed control. That was super creative defense. Now, some people may not think that that was planned. I'm betting it was. Wow, wow, wow. What another great hit. We have an incredible defensive battle going on here. Now, this is definitely within her wheelhouse to make. I'm sure above 80%. And doesn't need to worry too much about shape. Going to end up for the 7 ball down in the left corner. Just focus everything on making the ball. Oh, wow. What a dramatic cliffhanger. Not too hard. Just a little stun. It'll bounce off a little bit off the rail, so she'll have a nice shot with queuing ability for the 8 ball in the lower right corner. Hit that a little inner inch, like she doesn't want to be right on the rail like this, but no problem for her. Just pocket speed, and it'll stop before it gets behind the 10. If you're in the watching this live stream, be sure to like, subscribe, EvoSports, and feel free to pop in the chat, get involved with our social community here in the Pacific Northwest of Pool. Super nice out by MOLINA. Oh, let's pay attention to MOLINA. Is known. She's got a super good break, and learning how to break on a table doesn't always require experimentation. Personally, we can watch other players who break better on certain tables. So these tables here, Silver Star Saloon, 7-foot diamond tables, 4.5-inch pocket. You see where they break from, what they get, and you can learn from that and emulate it. Get close to some of the same results that better players get. You can see she's down here near the almost just above the first diamond on the long rail, and the first diamond hit it with some follow. That how the cue ball got a little wild there with that follow. A lot of players will usually a stun or a pop break for the 10 ball. I know sometimes in my 8-ball games, I'll actually break for not trying to make a ball and leave it on the short rail. For my opponent, depending on who they are, to run out a lot of their balls. So that was a push, given right back. Rightly so, because this is no easy make, and it's very likely to leave both the cue ball and the one ball out in the open, or something like this. So that was unexpected. Two balls, no easy position either. I mean, so strategically, neither of these players are really concerned about one or the other getting out from here. It's doable for sure. A player like Molina's caliber. But yeah, what to learn by watching her, she'll play this as smart as any player plays it. Not sure if she has the angle for the one pocket bank here. Or, yeah, she does not. So she's used a little draw here to avoid the corner pocket and send it up near that side pocket if she doesn't make it. Very fortunate on the roll. Nearly locked onto the 8. Tony is in a bit of a dilemma again. He can hit the ball maybe, but it's going to be, both balls will be left out in the open again. So even though Molina is not at the table all the time, she is controlling the table. Little check spin there, that's fancy, but keeps her cue ball in the channel on the right side of the table for the 3 without any risk of getting accidentally stuck behind the 8, 9, or 10 blocker balls she went around. That takes some confidence for sure, right? Got a good roll there. That was a little risk, but a well-calculated risk, I think, for her. And now she can get out. Little top right here on the 4 ball. Sends the cue ball into the long rail, returns at an angle back towards the 5. Or draw if it's straighter than I think. Molina is looking really comfortable here. Patient, no rush. Confident that she has this game in hand. Just waiting for the other player to move. I suspect she'll just go into the short rail here, perpendicular back, up, out, not trying to get a better shape between that 9 and 10. There's a risk there. Yeah. Getting stuck behind that 9. So probably 2 rail. Then she'll end up the 9 in the side or the corner, depending on where the cue ball stops. And on the left side of the 9, she'll probably draw back into the rail hill, cut the 10 back in the lower left corner. Or maybe something fancier. We'll see. That's fancy. So Molina is charged out of the gates to a 3-1 lead here. Tony has an opportunity with the break. Important time for him. This actually very critical match. If Molina wins, it gets her over the hump. 4-1. And so now is the time, Anthony. Looks like he's got good eyes on the 1 here. The ball is tied up on that 7. It goes in the left side pocket. There's a combo on the 10. But of course, unless you play combinations a lot, that is not a high percentage combo. You get down here pretty naturally off the 1 in the upper right-hand corner to get down to the 2 in this left side. And that's what he just did. He walked around the table and looked at that. He was thinking a lot about that position because he really got on that 2 ball. Put a lot of his focus on it. Like all of it. He's very fortunate that 6 ball was there. He probably knew that was a 2-way anyway, but I mean, I'm sure he wasn't counting that he was going to miss that shot. And I am going to announce the winner between the Dylan Eppenstein and Iris Wang match goes to Iris Wang. Was a ruthless safety Molina applied. Mr. ABISADO. He's getting his jump cue out. Doesn't like the kick. He'd rather jump over half a 3 ball than make a kick. And he got a pretty good roll, I believe, there. Molina might be able to see a piece of that 1. It's hard to tell from this angle. If not, it's pretty straightforward 1 rail kick. Oh, looks like, is she going for the 2-rail kick to the side? Holy smokes. No, he's going for the 1-rail kick. And what great speed. This woman is going to be hard to beat. This, I don't know how many innings we've been on this, but we're kind of still at the same point here. Getting that 1 in the side. Now, we do have the option, the 2 in the side. The 2 goes in the corner also. Clearly, the side is the preference. And she hit that sweet. Wish I had that kind of draw control. Maybe run into, can't see the angle, but certainly can get on the 3 from here. Forward. 3, the 5. She's a little bit right of the 3. So you should probably have to go down into the short rail and come back up out. Not sure this angle, it's hard to see it. She's going to take her medicine on this. Come put the 5 in the side, and then come down to the short rail down at the bottom of the screen. Oh, that's not the 8 ball, that's the 4 ball? Okay. Well, then she's perfect. Okay, so now she's got to go down to the short rail. Come back. Hold past her line. But it's really no big issue, actually. She'll come down there with a little follow, hit that short rail, and come back down on the right side of the table. The more she gets down, the better angle she gets. The angle from here, hold. So that was a critical game. Anthony can come back here. I mean, if he catches a gear and comes back, but it's an uphill battle now. And can't leave Molina many opportunities because, as we see, she will make balls or play D with precision. Well, I mean, if it was time for a break, this is it. That's a very fortunate break for Anthony. It appears that the 2 ball does go in the corner pocket, and fortunately, the 3 is right on the same line. So this is from what little I've seen of Anthony. And again, I don't know him well. Uh, it looks like it's within his capabilities of getting out from here. I like the idea that he's chosen here of being humble and putting that in the side pocket and just rolling up for the 2, rather than some kind of corner shot and draw. You got to play to win. Going to end up with a little angle on the 3, not much. Just enough. He can stun into the rail, come out for the 5. He wants to get to the right side of the line of the 5, not the left side. And then pocket the 6 in the corner, float down for the 7. And this is very doable for him if he takes his time. Oof. So the deflection got him there. I think, he wanted to stun into the rail and come out for the 5, and you need a little speed. And you have speed on the ball, the deflection gets amplified. So the deflection on the cue ball, that is. This is what he wanted to be doing. And the hardest part here is really getting on the 8. But, I mean, all she has to do is float over to the middle of the table here and put this Evan in the side and go into the rail, back out to the middle of the table or farther, depending on how she wants to get on the 9, what pocket she wants to go into. And a lot of that is player preference and shot making, positional playing abilities. So you can see she didn't. I would have preferred to get farther so that I could float over to the rail for the 9. She's going to be going into the 10 here. There's different ways to get over the 9. We'll see what she does. That was pretty ambitious right there, but got there. And really, she could make that 10 back cut. She doesn't have to put a lot of draw on it on left cue ball. She can just make it and just back cut the 10 side. Oh. Any player has a percentage of make on their shot, right? So even if you got 95 or 99%, there's still a percent time that a miss can happen. So definitely Anthony has to take advantage of this 1% opportunity of Molina's miss. This is a nice cut, good 1 pocket cut. It's about 2.5 balls off the rail, that 9 ball. She's in a 2 diamond by 1 diamond rectangle with the 1 ball with the cue ball on the 9. So essentially, it's a standard reference cut shot for 1 pocket players. He got very fortunate with that point hit. She would have been fine anyway where the cue ball was going. It would have come all the way around, but this makes her life very easy now. Okay, score should be bumping up to 5-1 here. They've got to, tap the EvoSports screen for upping their score. It's very easy. If you've never used an EvoSports platform at a pool hall, they have the cameras on, and there's a little not a laptop, but a pad that keeps score, and all you have to do is put in your names and tap score up or down, and it all gets transmitted if you want into the YouTube stream. Again, I don't know Anthony, but I know how I would feel in this situation with a player of Molina's caliber. Wow, what a great bank. He's not giving up the ghost. And that's what you need to do. You can't give up and pull. And that's what I was going to say is even though it seems daunting with the opponent in front of me that is of such a caliber, you have to fight on and fight for every ball and every game. And in that modality is the only way those comebacks will ever happen. It was nice, a valiant effort for a bank. And if that would have went, he would have been in ideal position to get out. And Lena just roll this in with some follow, pretty sure. We'll hit that a little hard. Now she's thin on that 5. Oh, I don't even know if that's it might be makeable. That's pretty thin. Oh, because she's on the 4, not the 5. That is not the 8 again. The colored balls are killing me, people. But that's why she did that. I was surprised she hit it that hard. So she did for a reason. Just stun into the rail here. A little draw. Maybe slide into the rail with draw, and it'll spin out a little like that. Do with a little speed, and it'll stun off the ball, slide into the rail, and that slow right spin will bring it out nicely. Of course, draw here as well. Get a little straight, but got a little angle. She does have a little angle, so she'll be able to float out past a little bit this way, like that. And for the win of the game, Molina Ortiz. Now, I mean, obviously the pressure is really on at this point. For me, I love the game of pool so much. Even if I'm playing in a situation like this, I still love playing and doing my best, even if I can just get one more game. And I think that's the right attitude to have, rather than giving up the ghost, despairing, and all that. Molina, though, she'll play her game the same as a professional like she is. in the same way and not give her opponent opportunity. It wants to seal this out, win the game. You know, you don't want to. I've seen a number of times where you may want to ease up on a player. And the problem with Mercy is that it can shift the momentum of the game. You could lose the game. They can come all the way back. So I expect she'll play the game she normally plays here, no matter what her lead is, and where she makes the best shots she can make and the best Ds she can make. Got a very fortunate bump there. Another way to look at situations like this, to take your mind off the win-loss of the match and keep yourself positive, is to, you know, recognize that if you're interested in raising your Fargo rate, that, hey, whether I win the match or not, every game I win against an opponent of a certain caliber Fargo rate is going to help me. So you never give up. This is going to be super interesting. You can see, I love the way she's illustrating all this out, and that we can see how she's doing it. So she uses the parallel shift method. She's a believer in that. And it hit real solid. She definitely had some spin on that ball, though. Jacked up, tough shot. Fortunately, he's got the rail to anchor his bridge hand, giving him the stability to make that straight stroke. And shot that like a pro. Good angle on the 3. You may end up a little steep angle for the 4. And then you'll have to either thin cut or bank. But looks good on the 3 here. We'll see. Ooh, really nice stroke. Pulled that one out well. What a great stroke. Ended up perfect. Back cut to the lower left corner for the 4. Give natural shape for the 5 ball. Just got to control the speed so you don't, if the angle's off a little, you don't go into the side. Maybe mitigate that with a little draw, bring it to the rail. But yeah, he's done well here. Come on. Get in. Drop. Up. That's as close as you could get without making it. Oh, my goodness. She had a miscue. She seems to be laughing it off, though. It's like, it happens. She knows it happens. That again? Darn miscue. Well, they are playing a three foul, I believe. So, I mean, he had an opportunity there to, I think, do a pretty good three foul. He'll look back at this and, you could see that you put the cue ball behind the 10-9 pretty readily and had put the four up table. But, and potentially get her on at two fouls and possible three foul, but three fouls are rare. So unless you're good with your defenses, and it's a pretty rare event. And as predicted, she's going to play the way she plays her game with no easing up here. Going to come off this long rail, the little follow right, come out to the middle of the table for that 7 ball. Closer she gets to the middle of the table, less she has to manipulate the cue ball to get on the 8. Okay, she's going to hit the rail. Got enough space there that she could draw back a little. I don't know what kind of angle she has. She could hold that cue ball on the side of the 8, or if she has to come down a lower rail. Looks like, yeah, she might have it. We'll see. Ooh, wow. That was an unpredictable breakout. But high odds she's going to get this. She slow rolls it in. Got it. What a great match by MOLINA ORTIZ, one of the top players in the Pacific Northwest. Great effort by Anthony. Had a few bad rolls. Couldn't quite get himself into stroke. But we'll be seeing him on the B side. I'd like to give you all a little report about what's going on in the rest of the Vancouver Open. It's going to go down through the list here. Dan Louis has gone on to round 3 over Stan Tarangu. And Jason Klatt is in a match with Bo Chin coming up next. It's not started yet. Joe Morgan and Stephen Holm, that has not started yet. Mark Vinogradov and Alan Sumner, that has not started yet. These are A-side matches that will be coming. Chris Tran versus Mike Grimm. Currently in the A-side that is going is Shu Ching Chow versus Pema Tenzin. I know both of these guys, and they're great players. Shu Ching is a 668, and Pema is 563. The score is Shu Ching 4, Pema 3. Emma's obviously putting up a great fight. I played with him a bit in Scotch doubles at the Don Weir. He was my partner, and I've watched him over the last couple of years, and his game is dramatically improved. So I think when I first met him, he was like a 5'15" or something. He's a 5'63" now. Mike D is playing Daniel Sardencillo, but I think that has ended. My understanding is that's done. Daniel won 7-3. Brookman Holmes is also playing Victor Delaney, 663, and Victor is a 553. Brookman is up 4-2. We got a thriller, Clay Belvoir and Iris Wang. The Red Lotus from BC, Canada. They're early in their match, 1-1. Victor Elacion is playing Brian Kish from Canada. Victor, representing the U.S., is up 3-2. The B-side matches are several. Steve Klein versus Jackson Evans, 6-5. We just saw that Molina Ortiz won her match over Anthony Abisado, 7-1. Jose Trevino is leading Rob Cameron, 5-2. Dylan Dykman versus Bashir Moodlebihole. I hope I got that right. Moodlebihole. Dylan is up 5-4. Robert Arredondo versus Scott Bernard. Robert is winning 4-2. Salem Alam Shandani is up 4-2 over Melissa Chastain. Bradley Booth will be playing Corey Stover shortly. Their match, I think, has just begun, maybe. It's 0-0. Shane Dunkley versus Monte Vaughn. Shane is ahead 3-2. Andrew Vincent, 563 versus Francis So, 580. Andrew is ahead right now 3-1. I would expect that to narrow. That I would bet will be a hill match. Eddie Mattia versus Bill Rosenberry, 2-2. That's definitely going to be a barn burner. Chad Biscuner versus Jeff Jimenez. Chad is ahead initially here, 1-0. Jason Marcoulier versus Carl Tucker. Jason ahead 2-1. Joseph Draper versus Bob Ohashi. Currently 0-0. Did not see that match, so I believe it's begun though. Chandler Decotoe. I hope I got that right. Chandler is playing Dylan, who had just had a very close match and lost to Iris Wang. That match, I think, has also begun. They're on table 18. It's now 0-0. Jordan McQueen will be playing Albert Tanahai, but that match has not begun. Oh, we're going to play a commercial now.
Oh no, did you finally text me back? I have an idea of what it says.
Introducing EvoSports, the future of live streaming. It's now easier than ever to stream and share your action. We use the best equipment for high-quality HD image. Invite a commentator from anywhere in the world. EvoSports is the evolution in billiards entertainment. Live streaming has never been easier. Simply enter your name, add your race length, and start your stream. Join us on YouTube at EvoSports Streaming or at evosports.live.
We want EvoSports to go around the world, and it will certainly do that. People love the platform, and it's spearheaded by very capable men, Justin Lee, Colin Sue, and Patrick Nix, who are also love the game of pool and have done so much for us. And we have incredible gratitude for them. The leaders, some of the leaders in the world of pool today happen to be our people here in the Pacific Northwest, and those are just some of them. We have many more that have been led technology and frontier platforms for the integration of pool into people's modern lives. We're very blessed to have such.
Introducing EvoSports, the future of live streaming. It's now easier than ever to stream and share your action. We use the best equipment for high-quality HD image. Invite a commentator from anywhere in the world. EvoSports is the evolution in billiards entertainment. Live streaming has never been easier. Simply enter your name, add your race length, and start your stream. Join us on YouTube at EvoSports Streaming or at evosports.live.
You playing here? Oh, you. I'm not whoever that was.